tabs in your book?
What?
Look at you, you put tabs in your book.
Oh, I completely didn't want to blow this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Word 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we have his wife is 9.
Bring in the officer.
You can need to get cut. I just realized this is broadcast. Let me step back here. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Fred.
Shabbat shalom, Jason.
It's good to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
So, let me...
A funny thing happened on the way to the synagogue.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I was just setting you up.
So, Rabbi Lauren is with her husband Joel visiting his family in New Jersey. It is the first time in almost 10 years that they have been with his family for Seder. Dr. Amy, who would normally be the person covering for Rabbi Lauren, is up with her family for Seder. There's some things going on, and she needed to be present up there for that Seder. So normally, if they're not available, we reach out to Rabbi Ellen.
Of course.
Rabbi Ellen's out of town and not available for this evening is the third choice, and so if she's not here, we reach out to Jeff.
Sure.
He's with Rabbi Ellen, so that's 4. And then we asked Drew, are you available? Yeah, he went to Ramah for the Passover weekend, so that's 5 down. Then we reached out to Rabbi Adam to see if he's in Israel.
6.
So that's 6 down. So they ended up with the 7th and 8th choice, Fred.
I think it might be lower. They might have gone to Morris.
Oh, actually, they went to Ben Nadler. Ben Nadler's in California, so that was a 7th. So we're 8th and 9th choice.
Okay.
And Morris, so we're 9th and 10th.
Fair
So with that, Shabbat Shalom. Rabbi Jason and Rabbi Fred are with you tonight. Good luck. And we're going to start on page 5. Oh, come on. Absolutely love this. We'll start with Shalom Aleichem on the bottom half of page 5. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Sechem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now, before we start L'chado Day, does anyone have anything they really, really, really want to hear the two of us sing tonight?
Sorry. I mean, like Beatles, is that an option? I mean. We thought we'd mix it up.
So normally, we didn't even discuss which melody for L'chado Day.
No, I'm going to let you lead on that one.
Which,
Because hopefully I'll know which one ever it is that you pick.
all right.
And we can do this if you want.
Oh, we could do, yes, we're going to start on page 23. And because all the people, the beautiful voices aren't here, we might truncate a little bit, so just watch for the changes. Let's see. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, yishme'anu el hamyuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shemo tiferet v'li tehila, lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, likrat Shabbat lechu v'nilcha, ki mekor habracha, merosh mekedem nesukah, Sof ma'aseh v'machshava tehila, lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. If you could please turn to page 24, the second paragraph down. Itoriri, itoriri, kiva orechu miori, Uri, Uri, Sherdari, Kavod Adonai, Alayach Nigila, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nekabela. And if you wish to turn to page 25, please. We'll start with the second paragraph down. Yaminu smol tifertzi, v'et Adonai taritzi, al yadish ben partzi, v'nismecha v'nagila, lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Bo'i v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'tzola, toch emunei am segula, bo'i kala, lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Thank you. And we have reached a minion, which is fantastic.
Yay,
So we have now unlocked the whole rest of the service.
right.
It's like achieving something in an app.
It is.
Exactly like that. Which is good. For those who just joined us, Alex and Rachel, I regret to inform you that we are
Not Amy and Lauren.
No, we are not. And we did not rehearse for hours. Would you like to just try to do some weird stuff with our voices, though, and see if we can?
I mean, if you keep throwing tunes like that last one that I didn't know, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay, and on that note, we're going to start at the top of page 27. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We're going to start Mizmor Shir Le'yom HaShabbat, Tov Le'odov Adonai, Ulzamer L'Shimcha Elyon, Ulzamer L'Shimcha Elyon, Le'agid Baboker Chastecha, Be'emunatecha Balelot, Ale Asor Ve'ale Nagel, Ale Higayon Bechinor, Mizmor Shir Le'yom HaShabbat, Todot L'Adonai, Ulzamer L'Shimcha Elyon, Ulzamer L'Shimcha Elyon. Everyone can join us on page 30. Do we agree on page 39?
Are we gonna do that first?
Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me as I step aside for a moment and hand it off to Rabbi Fred.
I just have a few words for us as we enter the Pesach holiday. I don't know how many of you listen to Dan Senor's podcast, but he has a podcast called Call Me Back, and he interviewed Rachel Goldberg-Polin earlier this week, and it was really an amazing interview, and if you have the opportunity to listen to it, I would. But there was one part where she was talking about Pesach and how we look at it this year differently than maybe we have in the past. And these were the comments that she shared. She said, the whole point is that we're trying to do unusual things to pique the curiosity and interest of the children. Because if we have the obligation to tell our children on that night what happened to us, then the children have to be involved, engaged, curious, and wanting to know. Otherwise, we haven't fulfilled our obligation. Now, the truth is your obligation can be fulfilled by saying in one sentence, this is the night that God saved us. We are in pain and God saved us, and you're now outside your obligation. You've done it. But we generally try very hard to say, well, here are the things that seem unusual. And I would actually say all the more so this year. Last year was horrific. This year, I think, is more horrific for obvious reasons and not for obvious reasons. But I would say every single person who is going to a Seder this year should have on a Seder plate either whatever is going to really pique the interest of every single person at your Seder, even if the youngest person at your Seder is 45 years old. It should be the masking tape with the number should be stuck on the Seder plate. A lemon that's yellow, bitter, sour, hard to eat, hard to swallow should be on your Seder plate. An unopened yellow flower should be in water, but it isn't in water, and it's sort of just becoming limp and lifeless on your Seder plate. I think there's so much opportunity and that we have actually an obligation this year to really beat ourselves up at the Seder, because we do that on holidays a lot. She didn't say that, that was my editorialism. I really truly believe that, and I'm feeling a lot of tension and trepidation going into this holiday because of the whole point of Passover. It's supposed to be a commemoration of leaving the worst form of bondage and slavery that we've ever experienced. And how can we do that this year when we know there are 59 people who are still there, 24 of whom are still alive in the worst, most horrific bondage that we can picture? How? How do we have this commemoration when these boys, these men are there? Dan Senor saying, you're saying integrate this moment into the Seder moment. And she said, I think it absolutely has to be integrated. I actually would go even so far as I don't even know that we need 4 questions this year. I think this year there's one question and one question only. And the question is, why are they still there? Something to think about.
And with that, we will turn to page 39. And please rise if you are able to for the Baruch Hu.
Page 40.
Please join us on page 40 for Avad Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta Torah Mitzvot
Chokim Mishpatim Otanu Lemata
Al Kein Adonai Eloheinu
V'shochreinu Uvkomeinu Nasiach Bechukecha
V'nismach B'divrei Toratecha U'mitzvotecha Le'ol Olam Va'ed Ki Em Vayenu
Yameinu, Vahem Negeh Yomam V'Layla, Yomam V'Layla.
Baruch atah Adonai, Elohim Amo Yisrael.
Page 41, Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha b'chol nafshecha b'chol me'odecha v'hayu ha'advarim ha'ele asher Anochi mitzavecha hayom al levacha v'natan levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha v'leftecha b'derech v'shaftecha uvkumecha v'kshartam liot al yadecha v'hayu l'totofot b'neinecha Uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'bisharecha.
Please continue reading on page 42 until the bottom. Adonai Elohechem emet. Page 44, starting second paragraph. Mi kamocha b'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nohora tehilot osei felet. Zeli anu v'amru, Adonai yimloch le'lam va'ed, v'nei amar kiv'adai Adonai et Yaakov, Baruch atah Adonai, Goal Yisrael.
73. All right.
Yes. 173. We've reached Mishiberach, page 173. And I have a few names on the list, and then Fred, if you want to grab names, if people want to share them with you, that's great. Atara Bat Sarah Leah Ze'ev Halevi, Teresa Matheny, Ze'ev Yitzchak Ben Tzvi Ruben, Katya Romo, Olga Garcia, Rabbi Jeff Feinstein, Margie and Herb Simonoff, Devorah Bat Shlomo Vasusia, Yaakov Ben Chana V'Simcha Halevi, Aharon Ben Bracha, Yaakov Ben Chaya Sarah, Aharon Ben Bracha HaKohen V'Yaakov HaKohen, Eliana Vered Bat Avraham V'Esther, Minda Leah Bat Hana and Raphael, Nick Blanos, Hermelinda Madrid, and anybody else? Thank you. Anyone else? Misheberach Avotenu
Kor Abraham Imotenu. Those in need of healing with refuah shlema, a renewal of body, a renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. That's not the right one.
We got it though.
Yeah, we got it. All right, back to 46.
I know we don't make this look quite nearly as cool as Rabbi Lauren and Dr. Amy do, but I think my pink stickies are covering it for us, so. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam. Beni b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam, oti le'olam.
v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
I can. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה,
Amen.
ויאמר דברך ירוסי, כמחותי, ומיניכון וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה וברוך לעולם לעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקדושה בריחו. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata tamiran v'alma v'imru amen.
And please rise on page 47 for the silent Amida. Oseh shalom bimrama, uyaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. On page 56, please stay standing.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teila l'yotzeh b'reshit, shelo asanu kirei aratzo, v'lo asanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo samto k'negayim, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, v'mishtachavim v'modim, l'ifnei melech malkei hamlachim,
HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shehu Notei Shamayim v'Yotzei Haaretz, Moshe Bikaro b'Shamayim Mimahal, Ushchina Suzo, V'gavei Meromim, Hu Eloheinu Eno, Emed Malkeinu Efes Zulato, Kakatu v'Torato, v'yadata hayom, v'ashavota elevavecha. Ki Adonai hu Elohim, v'shamayim imahal, v'al haaretz mitadeno. Please continue reading on 57. Katuv Toratecha, Adonai Imloch Le'olam Va'ed, V'nemar V'chaya Adonai, L'melech al kol haaretz, Vayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, U'shemo echad. Before we read the Mourner's Kaddish on page 58, we are remembering the blessed memory of Maurice Gann, who's the father of Andy Gann, Maya Warnock, who is the father of Carol Elon, Nathan Hovitz, who is the father of Linda Lippett, Terry Scheinzeit, the sister of Ron Scheinzeit, Esther Leibowitz de Bortz, who is the mother of Analia Bortz, Erwin Meller, the father of Louise Meller, David Pardo, the father of Susie Biller, David Gans Ben Yitzchak, the father of Sandra Ellison, Esther Finkelstein, the mother-in-law of Shlomit Ritz Finkelstein, Sarah Brass, who's the grandmother of Harvey Brightman, Shirley Schneider, who is the mother of Joe Raphael, and Dorothy Chudikov, who is the mother of Renee Vidalewski. Are there any other anyone wishes to share? Okay. And then please rise if you're in mourning or supporting somebody. Yit Gadol, Yit Gadah, Shemei Rabbah, V'yama Divrach Yiroteh, V'yamlich Malchuteh, V'chayecho, V'yamecho, V'chayit Echol Beit Yisrael, V'agala V'zman Karib, V'yamru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach, Le'olam Olamei Maya. Yitbarach, V'yishtavach, V'yitbar, V'yitraman, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Kedusha, B'rechu, Le'olam Mikol Birchata, V'shirata, Tushbechata, V'nechamata, Damiram, V'yoma, V'yamru, Amen. Yehei Shlomo Rabbah Min Shemayim, V'chayim Aleinu, V'yakol Yisrael, V'yamru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mramav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu V'yakol Yisrael, V'yamru, Amen. So I'm going to call Rabbi Lauren up to read the announcements. Oh, she's not here. So that switcheroo doesn't work. Yeah, it's normally it works the other way around. I'll knock these out quickly. First, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Thank you for coming out on spring break and Pesach prep night. I know everybody got all of their cooking and their table set before Shabbat started tonight. So everybody's ready to roll tomorrow, no sweat, which is great. Services tomorrow morning as planned at 9:15. And then we'll have Pesach services on Sunday morning, also at 9:15. So I'll see you guys here on Saturday morning and see you again here on Sunday morning. You'll be here both of those mornings, yes?
Of course, absolutely.
I'm not going to see Fred for weeks now. And then as we proceed through the rest of the week, the drop-in meditation with Rabbi Lauren will continue on Thursday at 12:15. Please come by and join if you're able to. Next Friday night, when you've reached day 6 of your Pesach leftovers and you're done with them, come and join us here for dinner because we're going to serve food that isn't Pesach leftovers. So come join dinner and Kabbalat Shabbat. Rabbi Lauren and Dr. Amy will both be here. They won't nearly be as good as the two of us, but they're going to give it their best shot. So join us for dinner next Friday night. On Sunday, the 20th, the adult crafting group is meeting again. If you are interested in learning a new craft or working on one in a space where you're not distracted or can get a little push from others, come and join us on that Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Our children's program, Machon Chadash, is having an open house the latter part of this month on April 26th. And then, just when we thought we were relaxing, April 27th, we have a double header. In the morning at 10 a.m., author Rob Kuttner, Emmy Award-winning
Yes.
author Rob Kuttner, is going to be here to autograph and sell his books and also talk to everybody who wishes to show up at Minyan and then after Minyan that morning. And then that night, backed by popular demand, after their sold-out show at Eddie's Attic, the Monoliths, right here. We'll be back here again on Sunday, April 27th at 7 p.m. We are halfway to selling out. So we're in good shape there. I look forward to seeing everybody there. And with that, and somebody had asked me, and it isn't on here, but our Yizkor service, our Pesach Yizkor service, will not be tomorrow, but will be next Saturday, and it will start around 11-ish, 11:15-ish, somewhere around there if you wish to come exclusively for Yizkor or leave before the Yizkor, which some of us as well. And with that, any other announcements? We could stretch this out another couple hours. Who wants to do kids? Who wants to do kiddish?
Yeah, where's the kids? They're gonna run? Where are
Alex and Rachel, you guys want to do kiddish? After this, we're going to make you do the 4 questions for us.
they? Right.
Let me get the non-alcoholic push for Passover, no corn syrup, grape juice. You guys know it? Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll just go Baruch atah
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav,
V'atzavanu v'shabbat kadshavu v'ratzon ichilanu zikaron l'maseh
Maseh Bereshit,
Kihu yom
Tehillah Mikrai Kodesh,
Zecher l'tzion
Mitzrayim, Kivanu acharta, Natanu kidasha, Mikol hamim, Shabbat Kodshecha, Yavanu Ratzon, Echotanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen.
Chug. You got a Sherry here. Don't just take the whole thing.
It's tempting. It's
Thank you,
good.
man.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then we are, and just so I know, your Ufruf is next month, correct?
Yes.
Ufruf's next month, and the wedding is next month as well. So, many happy returns. Thank you guys so much. Shabbat Shalom. And then with that, Fred, are you gonna, since you delivered the drosh, are you gonna do the priestly blessing?
I can give it a shot.
Okay.
Yisamech Elohim kefraim lechem naseh, yivrecha nevi shmerecha, yair anai panav elecha, v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and guard you. May the light of God shine upon you, be gracious to you. May the presence of God be with you and give you peace. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. All right, that was the first shift of service. We're going to start the second one in 10 minutes. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. I really appreciate it. I know it was a challenging week for a lot of people, so thanks so much.
We filled our minions. Now we have another one.
Actually, do you guys mind hanging out 1 second for one more cottage? Before you go? Yeah. No, we're here. We got you covered. Thank you. All right. Services are done. We
just finished.
We're fast. So for everybody, if we could, and I believe,
58.
yeah, on page 58, and for Maurice Gant. You're welcome. You good doll? I'm sorry, wait till you're there. You tell me when you're ready.
58.
Amen. Chayechon uv'yamechon uv'dachet b'chol Beit Yisrael b'zman hariv v'imru.
Amen.
Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach ve'olam lo me'amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kudusha b'rechu le'alam min kol v'chata v'shirata tushbchata v'nechamata tamiram v'yalma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shalom Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.